happy to be back, you know what I mean? I know that I feel like I've been gone, but I haven't really been gone. I've done 2 makeup videos for you guys, which you all have loved so much. Thank you so much for the support of both of those videos. I was very excited to get those out to you, and I was just so thankful for the response. So thank you so much for giving it a thumbs up, sharing it, leaving me comments. I really always appreciate that. But with that being said, you know, I felt like I was gone because I wasn't actually talking and dialoguing with you guys. You know what I mean? It's different when I'm sitting here and I'm actually talking to you guys. It feels a lot better, you know what I'm saying? So today, that is what we're going to be doing. I'm actually doing my very first favorites video for 2016. I don't really do these on my channel, you know, but I decided I would get it started, something fresh, something new, and I happen to have a bunch of favorites this month, so I'm very well for the month of February, so I'm really excited about that. But not only do I have a bunch of like hell yeah dudes, you know, because I got a bunch of hell yeah dudes, you know what I mean? I also have a couple of hell no's, like hell to the no, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go ahead and get started. If you want to find out what my hell yeah dudes are and my hell no's are, keep on watching. Okay, so I definitely want to get started with skincare first because I feel like for the month of February I've been using a lot of skincare products. You guys might remember I spoke to you about my skincare issues a while back. But I was saying I was having a lot of issues with breaking out and things of that sort. The weather was changing. You guys know I live in Chicago, so the weather was changing. It was getting really cold here, and quite naturally with climate change, a lot of our faces go through like this weird shift, you know what I mean? You might have breakouts and things of that sort because of the temperature, the major temperature change. So you know, without getting too redundant, I, you know, was trying a lot of new skincare products. So the first one that I want to show you has to be my favorite one for the month of February, and this is from a company that I actually found on Amazon when I was searching at night. They're called Mojave Mud. I had never heard of this product before, but I was doing a little bit of research and I was interested in this product because it's a dry mud mask. You guys can see, I don't know if you can see that, but that is dry product on the inside. Let's see if I can get this open without spilling it. Yes. So, can you see that? It's dry, it's dust, you know what I mean? It's not dust, it's clay actually. And so that's why I was interested in it, because it was dry and it allows me to mix it with whatever product. I don't want to say whatever, no, not whatever product. It allows me to mix it with either pure water or raw apple cider vinegar. And I've heard of like all the good things that apple cider vinegar does for the body as well for the skin, so I wanted to try it because of that. I've been using this for a lot of months now, guys, but definitely when the winter hit, for 2 months or so straight, and I definitely saw a major difference in my skin. So let me just tell you guys about it so maybe you can go and do some research for yourself. But I love this again because it is a dry clay, right? So you add pure water or the apple cider vinegar, and this allows you to do a facial, body wraps, mud baths, foot soaks, and it also says chilled, well, I guess that might be what they offer, some chilled mud packs, but you can do a lot with this, and so I love that. I also really enjoyed the fact that I can kind of regulate what's in the product. It says that it's eco-friendly and that it's raw, so I was happy about that because I wouldn't be adding things to my face that I wasn't already aware of. So I really did like that. What I love the most about it, and I've told you guys this before on my channel, with my skin, literally from here up, A1, I don't have no issues, right? But right here, right along my jawline, which happens for women, period, due to hormonal changes in the body, but also if you are a woman of color, you might have some discoloration there and things like that. But I experience a lot of breakouts right in through here, especially when it is that time of the month. So I started to use this. So I use it as a overall treatment, you know, all over the face, but I also use this to kind of spot treat my face, and this has been holding me tried and true. So I definitely had to show this to you guys. Have been loving it non-stop. Again, this one is the Mojave Mud Dry Mask. Okay, so this next one, I was kind of on the fence on whether or not I should put this in my favorites because I literally kind of just started using it, but as soon as I started using it, I fell in love with it, and I've been using it every day since. You guys have seen this in my last video. This is the Clinique Moisture Surge. Honey, if you don't do anything else, do yourself a favor and at least go and get a sample of this, because this has been one of the best moisturizing facial products that I've put on my skin. It's amazing. So I'm not a big fan of moisturizers as opposed to a serum. Serums will penetrate the skin and really work from the inside out, as opposed to moisturizer. Moisturizers can sometimes lay very heavy on the skin, and for me, mixing it with my foundation, I find that my foundation looks really oily after a while. It takes a very long time for moisturizer to penetrate the skin as opposed to a serum, right? So for me, I love using serums, and that's exactly what this is. It's like a, I would say it's a gel-like serum, so it's not so loose, but it's really nice. And also, it doesn't have a fragrance to it, which is amazing. Anytime I can find something that doesn't have fragrance to it, I'm going to kind of steer in that direction for my skin, because fragrances, if there's like fragrance added to a product, it will break my skin out. Okay, so this next one I was really excited to add because you guys always ask me this question every single time you see me. What are you wearing on your nails? Always. And most of the time it is always no chip, so I never really know the name of it. You know, it's just some salon grade no chip, and it's, you know, I never know the name of it. But last month in February, I actually wore an OPI nail color, and you guys were asking, and this is it here. So yes, this was like legitly my favorite nail polish for the month of February. So this is by OPI, and the color is appears to be tan. So you guys know how OPI is really good on giving their nail polishes cool and unique names. So this is the color that I've been wearing, that I did wear for the month of February. It is a it's like a tan, appears to be tan, but it's slightly brown, slightly orange, depending on, you know, where you're, you know, how you're looking, what kind of lighting you're in, things of that sort. But nonetheless, it is so pretty. It will look good on everyone's skin tone, but if your melanin is on fleek, honey, it is going to look so good on you. It is like, it's like those, you know, like Christian Louboutin, right? How he came out with a bunch of like nude pumps to match actual skin tones. Like this is really good. So I loved it against my skin tone. It looks so nice, and you guys liked it a lot too, so I was really excited about that. Super long lasting. I did experience a little bit of chipping towards the end of me wearing it, but it was mainly like my thumb area. Wasn't too much. Okay, so now we're going to talk about makeup. So my first favorite has been one that I mean, I just honestly, I can't help but gravitate towards it. I know that this one is like a cult classic now, and I feel bad, but I mean, it really is a very good palette. So my favorite palette right now has been the Morphe 350. I know, I don't hate it, but you know what I mean? Like, this is just like, you see this everywhere. If you're on Instagram, you see the Morphe 350 palette all the time. If you're good and you can actually catch it, most of the time you can catch it with a discount code with a lot of YouTubers. But this palette is everything, especially if you are into earth tone colors. I don't do a whole lot of colors on my eyes. I usually just stick to earth tones. I might throw a pink mauve in there, you know what I'm saying? Something, if I'm feeling a little freaky, you know what I mean? I might do maybe some purple. But other than that, you know, I really stick to earth tones. And this has everything you need. I mean, honest to God, I could stop here and have enough shadows. What I love about it is that it's really, really inexpensive. Like, this is $22.99 for a bunch of colors, and the color saturation is amazing. I will be honest with you guys, when I first purchased this, and it came to me, I was kind of like, I don't know if the color payoff is gonna be what I want or as good as everyone claims it to be, but it really is. The quality is amazing. Very buttery soft, matte colors, nice smooth, non-chalky, more satin or pearl colors. Just a perfect, like, all the way good palette. So I had to throw this one in there. All right, so next up is another palette. Boom. I'm sure you guys have seen this one everywhere again. This is the Becca Jaclyn Hill palette. And this features 3 highlighters. Uno, dos, tres. Uno, dos, tres. But I love this palette because it features 3 highlighters. Now, I'll keep it real with you guys. The one that I use the most is this one in the middle, which is Champagne Pop. Now that I think about it, I really didn't need this palette because I actually own the Champagne Pop in the original form. I jumped on the bandwagon. I did. I jumped on the bandwagon and just had to have it. You know how that goes. I had to have it. But I do like using this palette, and actually I use this palette for my professional kit and keep the original Becca highlighter for myself because it offers the trio of colors, so I can use this for all skin types, you know, for my clients. Love, love, love this palette. If you guys did not get a chance to get the original Champagne Pop highlighter, I definitely say try to get your hands on it. I don't know if it was limited edition or whatever the case. You know, some people were kind of on the fence about the Champagne Pop highlighter, but for me, I find it to be one of the more universal highlighters out there. I have used it on all skin types, from the deepest of skin tones to the fairest, and it works very, very nice for me. If you're kind of like in my range or just a tad bit more warmer in tone, it is going to be beautiful on you, I promise you. And it's such a well-made highlighter as well. It's not chalky at all. I have a little bit of a, you know, texture issue on my skin. It's not super, super smooth, and especially in the highlight area. So depending on what type of highlighter I use, it can either be really good or really bad in terms of how it looks on my skin. So, but I find that with the Becca, with the Champagne Pop, or honestly all Becca highlighters for me work very well. It's just because of the texture and quality of the highlighter. So I love Becca for that, but my favorite of all time has to be the Champagne Pop. It's just been the one that I've been using the most. So yeah, if you guys haven't tried this palette, I think that it's still in Sephora. I highly recommend trying it out. Or if you don't want the trio, like, at least go and try to find the Champagne Pop and see if it's still available. You guys always see me use Laura Mercier's translucent powder. I use it all the time. I definitely use it in terms of baking and setting underneath my eye area, mainly for underneath the eyes where I highlight here. But I have a secret weapon that I use when I am, you know, kind of like using the highlight, you know, method to kind of like further contour my face, and that is the MAC Cosmetics translucent powder. This is not, it's not translucent, it's a loose powder, sorry. MAC Cosmetics loose powder in the color Peach. Okay, it's not translucent, it's not like a, you know, Ben Nye, it's not a, you know, banana powder, it's not a butter, you know, Sasha Buttercup. It's Peach, baby, and it's so amazing. I'm sure that you cannot purchase this at your regular counter. This is a professional product, so you can go to the MAC store and actually purchase this. But this is amazing. I love this. It's finely milled, so I would compare it to a Laura Mercier, but the color is really, really good. On camera, unfortunately, it's kind of washing it out. It looks a little yellow, but it's definitely a very good peach, like a very light peach tone. So good. I love it. If you're like on the warmer side, then you can use this all over your face and it will do just fine for you. Sometimes for me, like, the translucent powder works well for me, the Laura Mercier works fine for me, this works well for me. the banana powders, and even down to the Sacha Buttercup, while I love them, well actually I don't really care for the Midnight Banana Powder, but I love the Sacha Buttercup. Unfortunately, matter of fact, I think I have it. Hold on, let me see. Hold up. Yep. I got it right here. Alright. So unfortunately, like with the Sacha Buttercup, I'm not bad mouthing it because it's an amazing setting powder. But because of my skin tone, when I wear this, it does not do anything. It actually kind of neutralizes. Like it neutralizes, and then it kind of, maybe not neutralizes the right word because you want things to neutralize. It's too yellow. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm already kind of yellow. You know what I mean? I'm yellow. But so when I wear it, you can kind of see it. It sets a little darker on my skin tone, almost like it oxidizes. So this works very, very well for darker skin tones. Me, I don't get the same benefits that I would if I had a more warmer skin tone, which is why for me the peach tone works a lot better. Okay, there you go. You can see it now. So this is the Sacha here, which is coming up nice and yellow, and then this one is the peach tone. So yeah, you guys can see it very good now. Love this one. So if you're like my skin tone, you can even wear it if you're a little bit more fair. You don't want to go too fair on this, as far as your skin, in order to wear it. But I have been loving that a lot lately. So if you guys are looking to try a new setting powder, I definitely say try out the MAC Cosmetics loose powder in peach. Alright, so for my last favorite is my current favorite lip combo. Love it. It's been my favorite one. I've worn it every single day. And this one is it's Stone, which is by Dose of Colors. This is their liquid lipstick formula. The color is Stone, and I have been wearing that along with the NYX Cosmetics lip pencil in Nude Truffle. Oh my god. In my well, I'll put the picture somewhere in here. I'll put a picture in here so you guys can see that look. But that was the lip combo that I was wearing, and usually when you guys see me pop in and out of Snapchat lately and I'm wearing a lip combo, it has been this one. I absolutely love it. I was pleasantly surprised for Dose of Colors liquid lipstick formula. Like this liquid lipstick formula is amazing. It is so creamy. The color saturation is amazing. Like it's just a really, really good product. And you know, this is my first time actually trying out the product, and I really like it a lot. I've always been a big fan of the Nude Truffle by NYX Cosmetics. I've always been a huge fan of the Nude Truffle from NYX Cosmetics. Yeah. So I use this one. It's kind of like my go-to lip liner. But this one right here, and also, oh my god, Chocolate Wasted. I'm gonna do a makeup tutorial for that liquid lipstick alone. Like, it is the bomb. So the thing about these hell naws, like hell nah, is the fact that it's not a lot. It's not a lot. And they're the same formula, different brand. And I'm specifically talking about Revlon and Maybelline came out with their own matte lipsticks. And please, let me tell you, those quotation marks are so sarcastic because, you know, I'm not bad mouthing them, but you know, my thing is, if you're gonna promote something to be something that's so trending right now, like who doesn't love a matte lip? Like matte lips are so in right now. And the thing about matte lips and liquid lipsticks is that they dry instantly and they sit on your lips all day. Not gonna happen with these right here. So this one is by Maybelline, and this is their Vivid Matte Liquid Lipstick, okay? The packaging will fool you. Like, the packaging was so nice and sleek. I was so excited about it. But this is a lip gloss on steroids. So this is it here. And like I said, the color is amazing. So look at that red. Amazing. So beautiful. So I was really excited about that. But it does not dry down matte. Anybody that knows a matte lipstick, I'm just gonna show you. This is Dose of Colors liquid lipstick. So I'm just gonna put it there. I'm gonna put it there and I'm just gonna let them sit. I wore the Revlon Ultra HD Matte Liquid Color. Liquid lip color, right? And this is another one. They promote themselves as being like a matte lipstick, and it is not. It is a gloss. Now the only difference between this one and this one is that this one is a little bit more matte. I literally wore this particular color. I received a matte finish. It dried down to a matte after 7 hours. Meanwhile, good old Dose of Colors here is losing most of its sheen, while the Vivid Matte is still kicking butt. It's completely dried down now. You can see that the Dose of Colors is now like a true matte, while the Vivid Matte here is still very much like a gloss. So I haven't even had this on my hand for like 2 minutes yet, I can tell you that. And there's still a little bit of pull there, but not too much. It's pulling a little bit, but for the most part, all the color saturation is still there. In the meantime, ciao. So I was just so disappointed, to say the least. You know, Maybelline and also who's this? Yeah, Maybelline and Revlon, they have some amazing products. You guys know Revlon Color Stay is my favorite, one of my favorite foundations of all time. But this one right here, this one, and this one right here ain't gonna cut it. Alright, anyways, alright guys, so that about wraps it up for me for my February favorites. I hope that you guys have enjoyed yourself. If you have, you know, let me know what your favorite product was that you saw. Have you tried any of the products that I've shown in this video? I want to hear what you gotta say. More specifically, if you guys have actually tried like the Maybellines or any of the drugstore brands, liquid lipsticks. If there's a better brand out there for me to try, excluding NYX Cosmetics, because like I don't know, is it me? But I don't really consider NYX a drugstore brand. I don't. I'm like, for me, NYX is like a brand that made its way into the drugstore. It's not like a drugstore brand. But anyways, if you guys tried any other liquid lipstick brands besides NYX that would give me a good experience, if you have, please let me know down in the description bar below. Or if you have any favorites that you think I must try, and maybe I can feature them in my next video, then you guys will let me know. Alright, so I love you guys so much. I will catch you in my next video. Until then, peace out.